Let me paint a picture for you guys. I was 16 years old. I was a junior in high school. I weighed around 220 pounds. I was introverted. I thought I was insignificant. I was that awkward kid at the pool wearing the t-shirt in the pool. I had a strange obsession with Pokemon, and I was a mess. And my favorite activity was going home every day after school, unwrapping a whole roll full of Chips Ahoy cookies, and hanging out watching TV with my only friends, my cats. And this cookie and cat time continued for a majority of my junior year, but one day in the spring, I decided to pick up my dad's Nikon D80 camera out of the blue and began taking photos of the one thing around me, my cats. And it was perfect. My cats were always around. They were beautiful models. They loved every photo I took, and they could never talk back. And after the first photo of my cat, Pepper, I was hooked and began taking photos of them all the time. And these photos were absolutely terrible. But one day, about a month after first picking up a camera, I took this photo of Pepper and realized, hey, if I stuck with this long enough, I might kind of be good at photography one day. And soon I graduated on from felines and began shooting some of my neighbors and my friends, and this led to me shooting some of my friends' senior pictures the next year. And then when college started, I began dedicating more time and effort into photography, and two things happened. One, I changed as a person. With each photo I took and with each click of the shutter, right there, with each click of the shutter, I was growing, not just technically as a photographer, but I was growing as a person too. See, photography enabled me to unleash my brilliance. And standing here almost 4 years later, I can tell you that I'm a far more confident person. I know so much more about the world, and I've learned how to love on people. And two, I've learned what true success is. See, over those past 4 years, I've been able to shoot for Macklemore and Ryan Lewis, Shutterfly, Starbucks, Wilhelmina Models, Nebraska Husker Athletics, and if you've been published in Martha Stewart magazine. But I've realized something. I don't need to be this rock star photographer. I can be little old Wyn Wiley in Lincoln, Nebraska, shooting weddings and senior portraits and my stinking cats, and I can still change the world. See, for me, true success is putting a smile on someone's face. True success is creating memories. True success is realizing the individual and unique beauty and brilliance in each and every one of my clients. 3 words: beauty, baby, Runza. First, beauty. As I mentioned before, a big part of my business is shooting high school senior portraits. And in the photography community, shooting high school seniors is seen as about the lowest rung on the totem pole. And I'm asked all the time why I choose to shoot high school seniors when I could be booking these big name clients that have been offered to me. And the answer is simple. These kids rock. They inspire me, they inspire my photography, and we have a blast creating art together. In around 15 minutes into each one of their sessions, we'll capture an absolutely killer shot like this. And when the seniors see themselves as beautiful, often for the first time, it's astounding. It's jaw-dropping. It gives me goosebumps. I would pay $1 million to see that look, bottle it up, and show each and every one of you today. They're recognizing their individual beauty and their brilliance, and they're getting self-confidence like that. You know, there's something truly special in having someone believe in you more than you believe in yourself. And that's what I get to do with each and every one of these seniors. Next, baby. I've known Brooklyn since high school because she happens to be a photographer my age too. And it's been incredible over the past 4 years to see her work grow into an amazing business and something that gives people so much happiness. And a few years back, I was even more excited to learn that Brooklyn started an awesome relationship with a guy named Trevor. But last summer, Brooklyn and Trevor's lives changed forever. In a text from a mutual friend of ours, I learned that Trevor was killed in a car crash right outside of Lincoln. But life didn't change once for Brooklyn and Trevor, it changed twice. Because about a month after the accident, Brooklyn learned that she was pregnant with Trevor's baby. An unexpected gift that meant that Trevor would get to live on forever. I want baby Trevin to know how much her dad loves her and how much he wishes he could be with her today. And I was lucky enough to shoot Brooklyn's maternity portraits. But to me in Brooklyn, these aren't just maternity portraits, these are family portraits. And Trevor is right there too. And through technology, we were able to turn this photo into this photo. I wish each and every one of you could see the strength in Brooklyn's smile after so many hardships. Brooklyn unleashes her strength and her ability to move forward. And lastly, Runza. On a senior shoot a while back, we were wrapping up the session, and as we parted ways, the senior handed me the check for the session. I looked down at the check, not to see her parents' names, but I saw her own name. I asked her about this, and she told me that she had been working 10-hour shifts, 5 days a week, at Runza, a local fast food restaurant, just to have enough money to pay for the session. I didn't let her pay. Her dedication in working so hard for something she wanted was plenty payment enough for me. Now that gives me a new appreciation for the amazing people and seniors I get to work with every single day. These seniors, I tell you what guys, unleashing their brilliance. And now I want to share one final story with you. At a photography workshop I was giving not too long ago, one of the photographer attendees turned to the girl next to her and said, "You know, every teacher I've met and every photographer I've met always tells me to find that thing about myself that makes me brilliant. But the hard part isn't finding that thing that makes you brilliant. The hard part is accepting that thing that makes you brilliant." One second, getting a little ahead of myself. So here's what I want to ask you today. Which one are you doing? Have you realized and accepted what it is about yourself that makes you brilliant, or are you doing everything you can to try to be brilliant? Your brilliance is right inside of you, just waiting to shine. Maybe your brilliance is photographing cats. Maybe your brilliance is photographing flowers. Maybe your brilliance is following your passion and becoming a doctor. And maybe your brilliance is in realizing that even though you want to be an amazing quarterback, maybe you're just a really, really great lineman. I promise that once you accept and embrace your brilliance, it will blow your mind. Brilliance is believing in yourself. Brilliance is being yourself. Brilliance is fighting for what matters. Brilliance is keeping a smile on your face, and brilliance is putting a smile on someone's face. Find your brilliance and run like hell with it. Let your light shine, and then inspire someone else to unleash their brilliance. I promise that life and the world around you will never be the same. Thanks.